Why is all this talk about the metacognitive, inner strength, centeredness, and injecting some laughter at and with ourselves so important? They seem like such minimal, fun-loving things to do over a day. Why am I harping on about these over these series of videos? They're so important when it comes to viewing yourself and getting to know yourself at a soul level. If you are considering for yourself an Akashic record reading where you actually will discover who you are at soul level, what your soul level strengths are, your soul blueprint, your soul profile, the way you're actually built energetically, that then cascades like a waterfall down through your mental and emotional bodies, into your physical body, into every bit of consciousness in every one of our cells. Once you actually start to get that rooftop view perspective on yourself, these skills actually become really important in viewing a lot of the rich information that comes your way from having your Akashic record read. Not only in terms of the soul profile that you receive about yourself, your actual soul blueprint, that once you know that, that's for life information, that doesn't change. That's how you're built, that's how you're designed. It's what you're built with in how you do things to get maximum return with how you apply your energy and where you apply your energy, so that you're making wise choices and intelligently directed choices. That information just stays as is once you know it. But where all these skills become all the more important is once we start uncovering what the blocks are that stop you from accessing all of that powerful soul level strength energy that you have at your disposal 100%, 24/7, all the time. So being able to have a look at the blocks and the short circuits that are actually creating kinks in the pipes, stopping the flow of that amazing soul level strength coming into your actions and into your doing, how you live your life, how you approach your work, how you approach your family, how you live in fullness in your relationships, and how you live in fullness with yourself. That's where these skills become really important, because you're going to be hearing soul stories that involve particular energies that have become those wound up balls of energy that I spoke about in the last video. Having the detached observer and the ability to view them not only in a detached way, but also in a kind, warm way that you can quite kindly laugh at yourself, becomes such a valuable means of how you can transform them. It makes it so much easier to transform them. You don't have to be masterful at them or overly rehearsed in them to be able to benefit in that way. But you will be developing those skills more and more as you hear your soul stories and you recognize the energetic patterns that are keeping you stuck. If you imagine that electrical circuit board where electricity should really be flowing quite easily, when there's a short circuit in that circuitry, there's a block of some sort stopping that energy flow, it short circuits, it blows the fuse. That's the equivalent of a block to getting to your soul level strengths, and that looks like life being hard. That looks like stress. It looks like a distress. It looks like a constriction of time. It looks like depression. It looks like confusion. It looks like those repeated patterns of frustration where you feel you've been doing so much, but you're just not moving the dial. It can show itself in several ways. Ultimately, they're distressing and frustrating to some degree. So those short circuits, when you start hearing from your own reading how those energetic blocks and that wound up ball of energy and thought distortions and energetic distortions are actually stopping you from getting in touch with your soul level strengths in a way where you're flowing with ease and serenity and peace and liberation, and you're feeling this immense level of freedom that can be quite challenging to put into words, but it's just such an expansion of your insides that you just don't allow stress to touch you in the same way that it used to. You know, when you can come to observe those energetic blocks, you are absolutely empowered to know how you change them. You know, how the littlest of steps and the smallest of tweaks can help you transform them and transmute them so that you actually clear that short circuit and the electrical energy flows through again which is you reconnecting with your soul level strengths so that you can apply your unique leadership in whatever areas you have a passion and interest to apply them in, including your day-to-day life. So that's why these skills are so valuable to develop for yourself, even just for general day-to-day observance of yourself. Whether you have an Akashic reading done for yourself or not, these are still valuable skills that will help you to observe your own energetic patterns, both the ones that work for you and the ones that work against you. And most importantly, it'll help you realize when you're hitting that invisible wall where you get frustrated or you feel like the bottom's dropped out and you're not sure why. You can start to observe where you may be taking your energies in places that are distorting your perspective, not giving you the best rooftop perspective you could possibly have, and then you can take it from there to make more empowered choices for yourself, because you have this ability to be the warm-hearted, laughing, detached observer that helps you see, laugh at yourself kindly, and start taking some empowered choices and actions otherwise to turn it around in the direction that you prefer. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Elizabeth Celi. I hope you've gotten something out of these. Love to hear your comments and questions, and I'm happy to expand on anything else that may have come up for you from watching these. Have an awesome day. Enjoy.